All right, welcome back to Fairway Media. We are watching the Chris Reeves Memorial. I'm Justin Banks. I got Jedi with me.
Oh yeah. Northwest Forge Silicum, always a great course. Very tough with the trees here.
Yeah, our tournament director is Matt Van Duzen. Here's a little intro of the players. We got another screen here.
Banks in progress.
Yeah, look at our nature we got.
Woodpeckers pecking away. Nature. Good weather, it seems.
Yes, it was a very excellent day for disc golf. And this is a fundraiser for the autismspeaks.org. Go ahead and support that. Again, we're watching Brian Johnson, Tanner Allison, and Asher Weideman.
I haven't seen two of those guys play yet, but I'm excited to see what they can do here.
Right on. So, yeah, we started on hole 14. We have a wooded course to show you all if you're not familiar with Fort Stellicum Northwest. 2 rounds of it today in a few of holes in the short position. So the short position is right next to that tree.
He said 2 minutes.
Oh, 2 minutes.
The standard knuckle up before the round starts.
And again, reminder, this is just a fundraiser, unsanctioned, but this is our 6-person MPO division. That's why we're watching 3 people on this card. Split it in evenly.
What would you throw here? I'm thinking mid-range or putter.
Yeah, probably a putter. 260 feet.
Yeah, I like this new position. I have been throwing a Mako on the hole. Try and keep it low and try not to skip too far.
I think Brian is throwing the range, the bird, similar disc.
Wow, he's giving it a run here. What a throw.
Wow, it just went straight as
Doesn't
hell.
look like he's got any nerves on the first hole of the day.
That was a good shot.
Nice and smooth.
And here comes Tanner. He is out of Port Orchard, I believe.
He has some sort of throwing putter here as well. Great form, great hyzer line. Oh, a little branch. Looks like he's 20 feet right. It's fine.
Yeah, I think that's a P3 or P3X or something like that. And a modified ball golf cart.
What do we got here?
Yeah,
A little customization.
He told me he built it that way so it takes the tension off the bottom. So this don't get all tight when you lift it up.
It looks like it was working.
Oh, and a little short on the putt.
He might have not wanted to go too long. This looks like a standard 20-footer.
Yep,
You
good
like to
save
see
there.
it. Yeah, good save. The nerves showed on the putt for a couple of them to start the round. They didn't want to go too far. You definitely don't want to take any extra strokes on the first hole of the day.
Yeah, and starting on hole 14 is probably a little different for these guys. Usually the MPOs are put on hole 1, so nice little change. Here comes hole 15. It's also in a short position. I'm not sure if 400 is the right distance here, but it might be.
I think it is. I've played it once.
Okay, yeah, it's just to the...
I think the par's fair, being a 3, not a 4.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't have to go as far, so... Same fairway. It's just to the right of the cameraman.
Looks like he got that one over a little bit too much. But I think he wanted to get down that initial gap is what it was looking. He was looking to keep it low there. So we'll see if this next guy, Tanner, can make an adjustment here and get a little more distance on one.
Right. Let the disc fly.
I'm going for a hyzer flip stand up. Looks a little high and left.
And he does go OB.
Oh, there is the other fairway wraps across that fairway, so you have to stay on a side. There's a rope.
Mm-hmm. And looks like Brian was able to get a good view and just throw a simple putter up there.
Yeah, after hitting an early tree, you just want to get up and down at that point. You don't want to give it a run from 200 feet out. That is a good up. You want to be real close, especially after taking one OB. We got Asher from just outside circle.
Yep, probably 65 maybe.
Oh, that's circle 2. That was a good bid.
Maybe 50. Yeah, he likes to get a nice straight flight with
Oh, that was unfortunate.
a little left. Very aggressive putter.
He wanted it.
Absolutely, yeah, that's his style though. Put it in every time.
Right at the pole, Brian. Good hit. Good par. You don't want to take any extra strokes, like I said.
Yep, absolutely.
Tanner with a cleanup.
And that takes us to hole 16, which is also in another short position straight ahead.
I kind of like this spot. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's really straight off the tee, and I found that you can throw a T-bird or something almost leopard if you don't turn it over too much, give it a good hyzer, and get all the way there. It's downhill.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks like you made the right gap and scooted forward. He might be right on the circle's edge.
I hope he skipped inside. It looked great. Asher lining up a forehand. He's going to take the left side. Hyzer in. That's beautiful. Oh, no.
The last one.
There are so many trees down there, and that is something you do have to either, I don't know if you want to say luck out, but get past all those trees for sure.
Got to be very precise a long way down the field here, or on the throw.
That looks a little direct. He's going to wind up a little left, maybe.
He parked the lawn.
Yeah. That was a good pull, though.
Oh, that was crazy.
It's a long look coming back. What did you say, 70? Almost.
Well, Brian is the closer one. Yeah, look how he's literally pretty much like 10 feet away from the other position.
Oh my goodness. That was a great bid. And he did a good job by not blowing by it. He is definitely in the circle.
Closer than I thought.
I love it. I thought I seen a little in the circle skip up. Oh yeah.
Excellent 2. Getting 2 under par. Starting to make some separation.
You just need a few holes to get you going. Should be a simple 15-footer.
Excellent. Good cleanup from Tanner. All right, so we are moving on to hole 17. Traditional spot, 468 feet into the tree line. What do you throw on this?
I throw a hyzer flip with a strike. That's non-typical for most people. Throw a destroyer with a little anhyzer, but that's not, it's not my game. I'm not that.
Yeah.
I don't have the big arm.
If you've got 400 plus, get it down there.
Yeah, I get close to the 400 mark with my strike. Just try and give myself a good look for a par here.
That makes sense.
See, he's probably going to go a little more stable. Give a little more air on it. There we go.
Yeah, he's got a flippy disc. I'm not sure what it is, though.
That's a good line. Yeah.
Ooh, right past the first tree.
That's really good.
Yeah.
That's probably 40 or 50 feet farther than I can throw. To be honest. Just going to be honest.
No, you're shorting yourself there.
Okay.
All right, Asher can bomb.
Will it come back just like the other one? Yes, it is.
I think he's throwing a cloud breaker, and it It broke a sonic something or rather. I don't know.
Those are two good-looking shots. Let's see what Tanner can pull out here.
He gets a lot of hyzer on it, but that's a flippier disc than he thinks.
He wanted it.
So he'll be out in the open. Just a little chip.
That was not a terrible result. He got up almost pin high. From there, you can forehand approach with a pitch and putt.
Really, anything.
Stable putter. Yeah, just get yourself close.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that looks aggressive. That looked like an aggressive, I want this too.
Yeah.
Not a layup. But that was a good tree. And a good result. Brian with a long look here, just outside the circle. His putt's been on so far. And just leaked it a little left.
Yeah, he just shorted it with the angle as well.
Did you say that's inside the circle a touch?
Maybe.
That is a good putt.
That was excellent.
Way to make up for one.
Nice little highlight from Asher Weideman.
Great confident stroke there. You love to see it. See the same thing.
Pretty decent par save distance here. A little tester. At least for me anyway.
Definitely not a gimme.
Oh no. The bogey bites.
Yeah. That is a lot to ask out of a par save from Circle's Edge or anywhere near it, honestly. Right on the pole.
He looks very accurate today. Let's see if Brian can keep it up. Let's go to hole 18.
Hole 18.
360 feet. We're using some drone footage from a couple years ago. I need to refly this, but yeah, not much has changed. I'm just saying, like, it looks pretty straightforward. Go right where the drone is flying. Maybe a big forehand flex if you got it. There's also a sneaky right-hand right on a backhand.
It's definitely a hole I've only tooed a handful of times. The difficulty of getting something stable, moving right through the initial gap that you have to hit is not an easy shot.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that misdirection takes Asher to the right side. He might have a cleaner look. There, it kind of opens up a little bit over there. Brian's turn. Oh, stick reset.
Balk.
Yeah, balk.
Let's go. Nice and smooth. Will it have the turn?
Oh, it just went straight.
Yeah, it turns up late.
He might have
That's pin high at
kicked
least.
something. Yeah, he went long and straight, pin high.
Straight. He's lining up forehand here.
Yeah, this is what I prefer.
Get that action back towards the basket on the skip. And it looks perfect. Oh, he caught one of the last trees on the left.
Yeah, that took some of the distance off. But he's at a decent angle. He's closest of the card here.
What I like to say is I like to take the positives away from things when things aren't going right and you've got a few bogeys. Just know that popped up and looked really good. Can take some positivity moving forward.
Yeah, it looks like he went a little bit longer than the basket. Oh, a little high on the 2 shot. He'll have to settle for par again for Brian.
This is not a bad position.
Tanner's got an interesting 2-disc method. He seems to kind of balance himself with his left hand with another disc.
I was hoping he got one to drop there.
Yeah, I don't see that too often. He almost got that shot. Let's see if these guys can get the par. Yep.
Good putt. Right on the pole.
Yeah, the hole's not finished. You gotta prevent those bogeys.
Now I see what you mean about the 2-disc.
Yeah,
he's got those putters.
That's his little routine. Yeah.
There you go. Should be a simple cleanup for Brian as well, especially considering how great he's been putting for the start of the round. Pretty simple. Just under 15 there for him, I would say.
Great shots. Let's go to hole 1. Short position, right, kind of shorter right.
This new pin position's awesome.
Yeah, a little different. 245-ish feet, standstill shot for Master.
Ooh, good bid.
That was a run for sure. Brian's up next.
Are y'all going to forehand it? Have you seen anybody throw putter turn over at it yet?
We'll have to wait and see here. It seems very...
Oh, that's a park job. Barely kissed a tree.
Yeah, I think forehand is the play. It's a very short... It would be a short backhand putter shot if you do.
That looked like it was leaking a little left. You need a little more hyzer on it.
I think a lot of people kind of end there if they go too early on a backhand. So I think that, I don't know, there might be an angle there.
I just haven't played that new pin position too many times to have...
Yeah. And in round 2, everything will go back to long.
Good up. Just want to get up and down. He's got a two look here. A little bit of a tree on the side, but I don't think it's going to interfere with his putt.
Yeah, he's a very straight putter. Oh,
no, I spoke it into existence. Is that the commentator curse? Is that what they say? I had no idea that was going to happen, by the way. I just...
Yeah, this is fresh for your eyes, for sure.
Good recovery. I know that's frustrating to hit the tree, but I did not foresee him catching the edge of the tree.
Yeah, it unfortunately was in his way a little bit. I think it was Tanner dialing in his third shot. That's right.
Par save, yeah. See the angle and the pop he put on that one.
And just a tap in for Brian to go down.
And in the pocket even.
Yeah, go to 3 under with some class.
Mr. Cool Guy.
All right, tell us all about hole 2.
Hole 2 is a flip up or forehand shot. You can do a flippy mid-range. Forehand is probably preferred if you've got one. You just want to take it out left a little bit. I do feel like it's a little safer shot than trying to bring the trees into play with a hyzer flip.
Mm-hmm.
Then here we go. He's throwing a hyzer flip.
Well, this is definitely one of his main bread and butters. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Let's see. Ooh, it gets close to that tree, but I think that's enough speed to get up there.
Great shot. He knows his plastic, that's for sure.
Oh, he nails the single tree in the fairway. Or the middle of the fairway, excuse me.
Definitely one of the risks you take at throwing the back end. Tanner's lineup. Forehand. It's a little more open on the left side, but it looked like that just was a little late out of the hand. Maybe a little too much angle. He's got about 100 feet here, I want to guess. That's nice. You don't want to be skying past the basket.
It's definitely a fast grassy area for sure.
It was a good layup move there. Give it a run. Hyzer.
Oh, too right for that.
Definitely wanted it. And here we are with Brian and another birdie. And I'm...
he's collecting them birds.
I'm sensing a trend here. Little cleanup. Bag on the shoulder.
These guys are very casual. It's unsanctioned, you know. They're marking their disc still, you know. They're not getting that casual.
Easy cleanups. On to the next one.
Never seen that on 7.
Oh yeah, so somebody landed on the stump next to the tee pad here on hole 3, to the left of that. Anyways, hole 3, 330 or so feet. Obviously, the drone flight is more ideal flight. Some people go over the top with something fast. But yeah, this is a fun little canopy over here where the basket is. So yeah, we were previously witnessing them talk about somebody landing on 17 up on the top of this tree right there.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was. I've never seen that before. That's ridiculous. So he had to go up there and throw from there. It was wild. So yeah, here's a look at the field.
Are they looking at someone from Chase Card chasing up on the leader there?
Oh yeah,
they're doing
Brian's
they're doing check-ins.
Brian's starting to pick up a pace here. Let's see if he can continue.
That.
Oh, and then I jinx him.
Look like it's gonna hit a Mando.
No, he missed the Mando. Unfortunate.
Sometimes in the early morning when you play, you get a little dew on your disc, or your fingers don't grip the disc just right, and I see that can happen, especially if it's an early round of dew.
Yeah. Here comes Asher. He definitely has a bomb.
Piped it.
Oh, pretty low.
Get over it.
It pushed right into it on the front side. But that's still a great putt angle.
That was a really clean drive.
We've seen him hit some long putt, so. Tanner throwing something fast. Probably a Wraith or something, or like a Flippy Destroyer.
I was just going to take a guess at that and say Wraith.
Gets a good pump on it. And that goes very straight.
Man, he gave that some good spin.
Wow.
I think the angle when it hit the ground caused it to give it a little anti-hop.
Right. Yeah. Oh. I think that hit the pole. Brian will settle for his 4.
Do have a sneaky little backdoor look here from the backside. If you're good with the putter, you might be able to sneak one through these branches here and drop one in.
Oh, you went right side of those trees.
Yeah, there's a little backdoor look back there. I've only been back there long once or twice, but don't ask me how. But
yeah, throwing it into that slog, it doesn't seem too bad of an idea. As long as you can make that putt.
Yeah.
That's very nice for Asher. Go ahead and brush your disc's shoulder off.
Yeah, because he missed the Mando. And I believe that the drop zone is almost unfair on this hole to try and get a 3 on.
Yeah, it is. You have to go around the tree. You're not wrong there. So hole 4, 288 feet. This has a small corridor and links right a little bit. A lot of people are going over the top nowadays because of the less leaves, maybe.
Winter time, it is a lot more friendly to go over the top. As soon as those leaves grow back in a few weeks, everybody will be hitting that low line because the top's almost impossible.
Mm-hmm.
So they're taking advantage of the season right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right now, there's no leaves.
And it's absolutely difficult to film the shots that go straight up in the sky.
And he threw blue. Well, we got the shadow of it, though.
This is me getting everybody dizzy. I apologize.
And
he gets stuck. Right here.
Right above you.
Yep. It would have hit me if it wasn't for that tree. he'll drop straight down. No 2 meter
That's
roll
in the circle.
Yeah, and he's definitely in the circle for sure.
So say he plinkoed in.
Oh.
He would have been right down there next to the basket somewhere. Yeah, speaking of plinko, oh my god.
Yeah, he plinkoed left.
That's going to be a very difficult area to try and manage an up and down from.
Mm-hmm. Another up and over shot. And it comes back a little bit at the end.
That one looked like it hit the tree and went backwards a hair.
That's some work to do right there.
It's not a gimme.
For sure.
We'll see, like I said, he's going to have a very difficult line to even get back to the basket.
Oh, man. He pushed almost to the next hole's fairway. Right on the edge there. So
yeah, you can see the basket behind him.
Yeah, he looks like he's trying to do a skip shot of some sort.
Yep, big wide. No. Oh, it's still.
Oh, wow. He had enough speed after the hit.
Wow. I mean,
from where he was, that's a great result.
That's amazing. That's
great result.
Yeah. I mean, if he doesn't catch that tree, he's probably parked.
Mm-hmm. So the Madrona has a ceiling for Brian to work around. Then he goes up and over. The last branch settles for 3.
Definitely.
Fairly safe bid, if you will.
He had a cleaner putt than I thought he would have, honestly. And this is where he dropped. He took his drop from the tree.
Yep.
About 25, 26 feet.
Absolutely takes advantage of his
drive.
Yes,
he did. And look at that score. All of a sudden, he goes from 1 over or whatever to -2. He's pulling a couple together.
Yep.
I'd love to see it. Let's clean this up. Amazing par. I wanted to say it. I was holding it in.
He knew that would have been a very good a nice cleanup, excuse me. And he needed that for sure.
Definitely build some confidence, especially on the putting green for him. Maybe you can get a drive up there next to the basket and start stringing some 2s together.
Yeah.
Custom card on the way.
So let's go into hole 5, traditional par 4, 567 feet. We have a narrow corridor. A lot of people hyzer out to the grassy area here. And what do you throw off the tee?
I throw a beat destroyer and throw it really hyzer and push it out as far to the second tree line if I can.
That little bush in the front there?
And then hopefully land up in here on the left where you've got yourself an easy look down about 200 feet to the basket. If you go left or right, you're going to be managing with some weird angles. And
yeah, speaking of weird angles, there is a back route on the right there to where the drone was flying. But yeah, coming down the middle here, hopefully getting your birdie in 3.
Definitely ideal if you can get down somewhere near this basket after your second shot.
Mm-hmm.
We've got another check-in.
So Tanner and Steve Bell are fighting the bottom. Unfortunately, a couple evens in there. Asher and Brian are battling.
Ooh, he barely kissed a tree there and got pushed right to the middle.
Did not get hurt on that at all.
No.
Maybe a little distance off of it, but he's in the middle.
That's a good line. He's a little high, but and usually that makes you go a little left. But we'll see. That looked like a good line.
Yeah, he had the speed. I think it pushed forward enough. It was clean, very clean. And Brian doing the similar.
That's right in the middle. That's the line you want, where a little pop up to your disc and have it push out straight before it hyzers in.
Yeah. He was doing a little fist pump.
He knows it's perfect.
Looks like Asher has the forehand chip.
Stand up forehand.
Ooh, wow.
Right to the bucket. That's in the circle.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
that was a hell of a run.
He's probably just got one tree in his way.
Patent pending. He's trying to get himself clear of these trees.
Yeah, maximize the height you can work with here, and he does very nicely.
That's a master class on how to do it, and you can't predict the end of the trees there. That was a great line, great throw.
It's doable from where he's at.
Definitely.
Let's see if Tanner can get his forehand over.
Parked.
Yep.
Maybe 10 long?
Yeah, he's not in a bad spot at all. So this is just outside the circle. You can see the little blue
35, 36?
Thing. Oh, that's the circle one edge right there. So that's 40 something. Maybe 39.
Birdie. That's a good stroke on that one.
Way to pick the hole. Get your stroke. Tie it up with Brian. Brian will get his par here. This is Tanner's third. He'll hopefully get a stroke here. Let's see if we can pull through.
Birds are chirping. The sun's shining.
Oh, no!
The chains are jingling. That one just missed.
It's in the shallow pond. Water hazard. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
That's casual. We'll have to settle for the 4 par.
Darn it.
Yeah, stays at +2. Brian and Asher battling it out at 3 down. Let's go to hole 6. Par 3, 273 feet.
Usually a mid-range or a fairway driver. I keep stuttering. You don't want to throw this one too far left or right. This the story of the round. This
one little tree in the middle and a little arched tree at the end.
So
Those are the main obstacles.
He got over on that a little bit, but that's only like 40 feet from the basket. It's not a bad result.
Yeah, he might have like an Anheuser shot at it. Beat it. Beat the tree. Yep,
Heiser and slide forward.
Good job, Danny.
It's great. I don't necessarily like this tee pad when it's moist, so these guys are doing great.
Ooh, he barely beat that
What
tree.
a shot.
Oh my goodness, he got so much ground play. It went so forward.
There's not much on this fairway to stop your disc from getting that much ground play. Just a couple pine cones. Very skip-friendly fairway.
Oh no.
Just putted it a hair too crispy, maybe? I don't know.
Ah, 2 mistakes on
Darn
the green
it.
already.
I mean, I didn't
yeah,
foresee a bogey out of this.
that can kind of rattle your nerves, missing a couple of those in a row. This is Tanner's second shot. Oh my gosh!
What? I've seen that a couple of times where the nubbin will actually keep your disc from sliding in
It
and
bounced
throw it back.
backwards. That was unfortunate.
And your disc usually will hit anywhere else and it slides over or pops in.
Yeah.
But it caught that one nubbin at the right angle.
So 6 usually is a pretty scoreable hole, but unfortunately Asher had a couple hole separation here when Brian took that birdie. So let's see what happens on hole 7.
Hole 7 is a forehand or mega turnover hole.
Yep, just a little over 300 feet, par 3. Yeah, and it dogleg right.
This tree, of course, this tree. This course has a lot of trees. Turnover shot, smooth. You have to stay try and be in the middle if you're going to throw something on this hole.
Yeah.
Forehand, good forehands are. Yep, probably everybody will line up a good forehand here.
Yeah, you'll be surprised if they go backhand, right? Is
Right.
that what you're saying?
Yeah, I would.
Okay. Gotcha.
It's such a tight corridor to start the throw.
Yeah, I've seen a few people do it. It's very different than that. That's
That
a good result.
is in the circle.
He's just around that large tree that we just saw. It barely kind of peaked blue at the end.
Very clean forehand. Let's go, Tanner. That one looks like a little high. He caught something early.
Oh,
Went forward.
yeah, not too bad though.
Circle's edge finish. Great result.
And
Very
I
similar.
forget where. Oh yeah, to the left there, of just pretty much just shorter of the similar angle from Tanner.
They're all looking at birdies here.
Yeah, it's a pretty difficult distance still, but let's see if Tanner can dial this in.
I've heard legends of star frames on this hole.
Oh my goodness, a birdie on this feels really good.
See, Asher can
Oh no,
get his
just a little
putt stroke
left.
smoothed out.
Little left.
So he's setting up a straddle putt here. He's got the bush just a little bit in his way here. But he's well inside the circle.
I think this bush actually V's a little bit.
Is he going to go through it?
Yeah.
Oh!
Oh, he almost
He went right
perfected it.
through the bush.
Yeah, he had a V to go through.
Fun putt.
But unfortunately did not sink.
Darn it.
So these guys are all looking at pars.
Come on, cleanup crew.
No
Tap them
harm,
out.
no foul, but just a little bit of missed opportunity.
Definitely. They all had really good drives on the whole, considering the difficulty.
Yeah.
Clean up, clean up. Good job.
Hole 8 is another short location, just beyond the first log that's down, 240 feet or so.
I threw a Mako perfectly on this hole the first time I played it and got right to the bucket. I would expect somebody throwing putters or mids right to it if they can.
Yeah. Seems to be the result there for Brian. Landing right in front of that log.
It's a good angle. Is he going to ace run it?
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
Little bit more height.
Bid.
A little bit more height would have been a nice highlight ace, but unfortunately, well, he'll still probably get a birdie. He's not too far away. And here comes Asher.
Super smooth, right to the log. I mean, if you get it over it, great. But if you're to it, fine. I believe that log's right inside the circle.
Looks like Asher and Brian are going to do a putt off here of the same putt. Dang, an inch short.
Now, he looked like he rushed himself there. I'm not sure if he got all the way set or.
That might have been the edit. He's a little quick sometimes, but
That was another confident stroke by Mr. Brian Johnson.
yeah, excellent. Dialed in, going to 5 now. 3-stroke lead.
And with after the ace run, and you're only 15 feet away, you're really loving life.
All right, I'm not good at distances, but that's like 25.
Is it?
Yeah.
No way.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Okay,
7,
okay,
8.
okay.
Maybe 20 something. Who knows? Sometimes, you can count feet, steps.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
the angle I was looking at.
It's all good. I'm just giving you some crap here. Hole 9, 219 feet. The basket is on this shelf. Some people go long when they go for an ace run, and there's some foliage over there, so be careful.
So much branches and things to try and miss here.
And it's uphill.
Yeah.
Ooh, air bounce.
He hit that line just how you want to. A little bit low, lots of hyzer, having it push up the hill.
Might have had too much speed, but we'll see. A little shorter of a line.
A little more direct. He hits the top of the hill and skips inside the circle. I mean,
He hit the very edge, still pushed.
just barely cleared the top of the hill.
Sometimes you can kind of use that to slow you down, too. That's another way to do it.
Oh, I love it. Get in the back.
That's so smooth.
Going putter for Asher.
It's a little high left side, and could be on
was
the
a
left side of the circle as
That
well.
was a fun run. Oh, double take. Got the pound in there.
And because he had the little ace run, he's a little deep, but you'll give that up for trying to get a 1.
Oh no, he knew immediately he was too right. He'll use that tree as a backstop for his rainmaker.
You can definitely feel it when you miss your putt, and the immediate no is so relatable. You know when you release a disc exactly where it's going.
And almost into the center. Unfortunately, Brian will have to go for 3 next. And this is a good 2 for Tanner.
There we go. I think that puts him back to even. He's got a couple birdies in a row. Yeah, good cleanup.
Yep, he can kind of, not necessarily coast, but he can definitely be less aggressive with a little bit of a lead. When the field is so short, you can kind of watch the field pretty easy. Let's go to hole 10, 332 feet. OB left and right.
This one can get you.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you like to throw? Another Mako?
Depends. Yeah, on the weather here, I will throw a rock or a Mako. If it's dead calm, I might even try and flip a leopard over and get up into this circle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the OB does end, I believe, at the corner. If I remember right. We're going forehand for Mr. Allison. Oh, he overturns it. That is OB.
Was there any wind on that?
No, he just misreleased.
Just got over on.
He was probably going to try to do a hyzer flip up forehand.
Looks like he's going mid-range or...
Oh my gosh.
What a kick. What a kick. The OB was right where he went.
That is some good tree luck right there. Pushed him right into the fairway.
Kick? No.
Oh, you got the worst.
No.
That, if anything, that's definitely. I don't
And not both. They weren't both gonna get the same, same luck, same kick. That would have been amazing. So he's got his look back from where he pulled his forehand over. Was that out of bounds left?
Yep.
So he's got to go where it went out. And that's a long one. Long look. And it looks like he's...
Ooh, going a little long. Flirting with the end.
He gave it a good bid.
Yeah.
Smooth upshot by Brian.
Yeah, he's not taking any funny business there.
No. Especially after getting the luck and the kick back to the fairway. Trying to get greedy there would be not good.
After a small debate, we decided on this spot for Asher, and he goes for it, but goes a little long.
That was a good bid.
Yeah, he'll have a bogey shot after that.
Yep.
Same for Tanner here. Let's see if he can nail this a single bogey. Oh no!
Darn it.
Dang, he'll have to get a double.
That's unfortunate. He had just started stringing together a couple holes, got a couple of birdies together, got back to even, and...
Yep, disc golf giveth and it taketh.
Hand in the pocket. Is that his thing for the tap out? Mr. Cool. He's puts his hands in his pocket. And...
I don't know. It is a little cold, but I don't know. Maybe. Let's go to hole 11, one of the more signature holes at Fort Stellicum. 273 feet. 273 feet downhill.
This hole is very tricky, considering you have to throw it so far down the hill.
Yep, absolutely. Over this little fallen log is where we are throwing to. A little bit of a backstop, but you can still glance different places all the way down there. So be careful on your line.
I go standstill with my Rock 3. And last spring, I got lucky and got a hole-in-one on it.
Wow. Very cool.
Let's go. I'd love to see one of these guys pipe one down in there.
Little short.
That's...
But he kicks down to the center. He'll have a putt. Probably circle's edge.
Oh, it looked like it had a really good line, and then...
Not too far from Asher.
Yeah. Unfortunate tree branch.
Oh, no. Yeah. Sorry, he's got a little bit more distance than Asher.
Lining up a long jump putt.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, he almost got it.
Man.
Good bid. Asher with the longest look of them all. And it's outside circle. And count it.
Excellent. A little bit downhill. Right where you need to be.
Right on the stripe.
Be careful, these logs are slippery when wet. Yeah, basket height for Brian. Hopefully you can get another stroke.
2 here is always good, but it looks like he's got a little bit of
He's got to go right a little bit.
something in his way. The little tree, one tree. Perfect. Didn't bother him.
Great adjustment.
Yeah. Good 2. And a cleanup. What do you think about the next hole?
I like to play it safe. Hole 12, 319 feet. You got to go up the hill about halfway of this distance. And we're going to fly the ideal route. Not this low, but yeah. So anything over
Somewhere
here
in
is a
there.
good shot.
Yeah, somewhere in there would be great.
An excellent shot is right there.
Oh, my
Very
goodness.
hard to do. It is winter, so less foliage to deal with, but still very difficult. It used to be a par 4. I think people were scoring too much on it.
Yeah.
They changed it to a 3. 319 is a... I don't know, it doesn't sound right.
I'm usually, to be honest, landing right in there.
Yeah, put your middle fairway right at the bend. Very smart.
Not trying to do too much. Don't. He looks like he's trying to get some here.
Asher likes to get some.
He's putting a little height, a little angle.
Ooh. Wow.
That
He's up the
is
hill.
up there.
He is circle's edge. He actually threw it up there.
I mean, when I seen his eyeballs heading up, I was like, he looks like he's lining up something a little aggressive here. And Tanner looks to be doing the same. But we will, after hitting branches on the aggressive side and landing right in the middle, we'll take it, right? That's not a bad result after what happened. Just chip it up to the bottom of the basket. Yes.
Excellent shot.
One hopped right to the basket. He's probably 5 feet.
Pretty straightforward for Brian.
They were all saying, it's boring, laying up. But if you run this,
Yeah,
it is so dangerous.
Check out where Asher is. He's definitely...
I'm going to say it right now. That's the best drive I've ever seen, and the best almost 2. Darn it.
Yeah,
I
that's
wanted to
very
see
good.
a 2 on coverage. Boy, that would have been special to tell your buddies. Guess what I did? On coverage. Well, I mean, you still can tell him I almost shoot it.
Yeah. He was eyeballing it. We were all rooting for him there. Unfortunate. 3-4 Asher. So let's go into our final hole of round 1, hole 13, because since we started on 14. Mando here, you got to go left of that. Takes out the old Heiser route.
They stole it.
Yeah.
They took the standard.
There's a chip forehand or a middle back mid-range or putter.
I will say that the amount of birdies I got on the hole hasn't really changed since they stole my Mando away, so I'm not too mad about it. But they did take that Heiser away.
Yeah.
They make you pipe one now.
Camera pound it, noggin.
It's a little bit of a straight line if you look just past the tree on the right.
Yeah. Traditional knucks before the last hole, which is weird, but do it anyway. Oh.
Sheesh. It's a touchy shot. Trying to get it just right.
He's not too
you don't
far.
want to turn it too much.
Yeah,
You
he's
don't
not too
wanna-
far damaged on that.
No,
Or
it's
punished,
definitely a easy up and down from where he landed. And he skipped up into a putt too. He hit
Yeah.
got a little action
He
off the
threw
hillside.
A flippy spore, if I remember right. Just kind of, I think he was aiming for the left gap. And here comes a forehand for Tanner. Ooh.
I was gonna say that looked really good, and
Yeah, that left side took his distance off too. All right.
simple. Float it up,
Yep.
park it, take your 3.
Brian wants to stay at 6
No
down.
damage. Yes, sir. Finish this round out with that.
With a pretty decent score. 6 down, I wouldn't hate that.
Not at all. It's a long 2-look here with some trees in the way. You do have to give it a little bit of action. It's going to have to get it going.
Do it.
Oh!
I thought it was around it.
The last tree.
A little more ride or a little more speed. That's all he needed.
Asher with the 2-look. Easy.
Oh, no.
Take it easy.
He rushed that one for
He
sure.
sure did.
Yep. Took it for granted. That does happen in disc golf sometimes.
I mean, I was just about to say he's got this easy
lip
little
smacking
tap
the
out.
birdie. You're like, oh, I got this in the bag.
And
oh,
there,
no.
Yeah.
Yep. So, not too bad of a stilly round. Take some advice here from Brian.
Like, subscribe.
Oh, yeah.
And consider membership. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you on the round 2. Watch some highlights on the way out. Before you hit that like button. Haha. See you in a bit.